One of my favorite things to do during Halloween is go to haunted houses. And last year was the first time I went to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios. For the past 2 years before, I've been going to Not Scary Farm. And something that surprised me is that they have not done a FNaF movie haunted house yet. I mean, sure, they've come close with certain attractions, like when the animatronics were on display at that one Blumhouse event. Or actually last year when there was like a Blumhouse themed terror tram, and there was just a photo op at the end. And yes, I know there have been other FNaF mazes or attractions around the world, like the Fright Dome or the Security Breach attraction in Saudi Arabia, but I'd really like to see a FNaF movie maze at Halloween Horror Nights. So that is why for this video I have created a design for a FNaF movie maze at Halloween Horror Nights, and I'm going to be showing the whole design in this video. Now, before I get started, I would like to say there might be a lot of aspects I've missed of what a common Halloween Horror Nights maze is like, but I did a lot of look back on some past mazes, so I think I kind of got it pretty close to what it would be like. Also, I know that like the Blumhouse haunted houses have been like a mashup of multiple different Blumhouse movies, but for the FNaF design I did, it's just FNaF all by itself, no other ones. Also, I have not decided which part of the park this attraction is going to be in, so, maybe I'll think about that later. But anyways, for now, here's the design. So I mapped out the entire maze and where things happen at certain points, so let me show you it all step by step. So first off, the entrance to the building obviously resembles the FNaF movie pizzeria entrance. So you walk through that, and that is where the attraction starts. So the first room you enter into is the storage closet at the beginning of the movie, where the security guard has to escape through as he unscrews it to open it. And there's going to be shelves on the walls, and on the far side of the room, or like where you walk across to, there's going to be a vent that's open. Then you walk to the left, where you go into the hallway where Foxy captures the guard, and as you look ahead of you, you see Foxy's shadow on the wall. Then all of a sudden, Foxy comes out from behind the curtains and jump scares you, which is the first jump scare of this attraction. It is going to be someone in a suit, or like wearing a replica of the movie suits, I guess. But yeah, that's how it's going to be for all the animatronics in this. Okay, so at this point in me working on the video, it was just revealed that FNaF is actually going to be at Halloween Horror Nights, both at Orlando and Hollywood. Yeah, I did not know that when I started working on this video. I just made this bit for no reason at all because I thought it would be a little fun thing. But apparently it's actually happening now, and it's confirmed. So yeah, we'll see if it's truly accurate to what I made here. Then, when you take a right after being jump scared, you go through a hallway with some posters in it, not specifically meant to be any hallway in particular. And then you enter the backstage room. Upon entering the backstage room, you see the guard in Shreddy Faz's chair as the mask gets more and more closer to his face, but then it resets back to like its original position if it gets too close. And yes, there is going to be an actor in the chair, and yeah, there's going to be like audio overlaying that screaming. And then when you walk farther, you get another Foxy jump scare. Yeah, again, another Foxy jump scare. Then you take a turn to the left, where you keep walking as you walk past Mike being interviewed by Steve Raglan in his chair. Yeah, and I think the audio overplaying is going to be like him saying, "I've got a job for you," and I'm not sure if they're both going to be live actors. Okay, I think William Afton's going to be the only live actor. I don't know about Mike. In this next part, as you keep walking, you see Mike's bedroom with a dummy of Mike sleeping in the bed. Then you go into a into the forest in Mike's dreams, which I think the way I'm gonna do the transition is through like curtains, I guess, maybe. And in this forest room, basically the walls are gonna be lined with fake trees, and I guess it's gonna be like fake dirt on the ground, and like a lot of other things you'd see in a forest, like what makes a forest, I guess. Then after walking a little bit through this fake forest, you see William's car with Garrett in the back of it driving away. Like, it's gonna be a car that like goes back and forth and resets into position as it gets closer back. And also next across from that, there's gonna be Mike a jump scare screaming Garrett as the car drives away. Yeah, it is a jump scare, because I know there are certain jump scares in Halloween Horror Nights where it's like a protagonist character that's actually trying to scare you by yelling something out at someone. Then you exit the forest dream state, which is represented by that green line right there, in which you enter the parking lot of the pizzeria, where there's the falling sign on the ground, and you walk into another facade of the pizzeria, which I don't know, might be a little repetitive. It probably will though. Now this area that we're staying in, it's probably gonna be like a black, like the walls are probably gonna be lined with black, which is something I don't really like about Universal, when they just do like long black hallways you walk down through to like get through a transition to another area. Like, you could do a set, but no, they sometimes just do these black hallways. Then as you walk into the pizzeria again, you see a Mike dummy sleeping in the office with the security monitors in front of there. That's what the asterisk is for right there. There's something down like the bottom of the page that says that it's a dummy. Then as you go to the right, there is another Forest Dream transition. Yeah, I know the one. And so in this one, I guess there's gonna be like dummies of the missing children standing up and facing you. I don't know if I want there to be a Mike one there too, because like obviously I'm trying to make it the moment where Mike is talking to them in the movie. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for in this part. I'm trying to go for like the different dreams that Mike has. As you keep walking through the forest, there is a Fritz jump scare, which is probably going to be played by a short adult, and it's when they are screaming and they have black bleeding eyes coming from his yeah. And then you exit the forest. Then you walk into like the main lobby area, and on one side of the room there is the like looking out into the parking lot, like through the door, and I guess like I'm not sure if this is exactly how it should be, but like maybe there'll be like sprinklers used to create the effect of rain on it. Also, there's gonna be a Vanessa jump scare where like she knocks on the door and she's in her raincoat with that happening, and so then after that you walk through the golden arch that leads you into the main pizzeria room. I really do not know why I added this part, but I basically want to put like the animatronics performing on stage, like singing, like like dancing to talking in your sleep. But now that I think about it, I don't know if we should have like them dancing, because of how like I feel like that would ruin I feel like that would like make it like too much of a happy mood, because like obviously that's not like really a scary moment, I'd say. So, or like at least one that makes you feel fear. So I don't know about that one. Then after you walk out of this room, you go to the shot where Jeff is standing in front of the garage door, and I guess there'll be like a live actor of him standing up there just like kind of moving around a little bit. Maybe we'll have like some voice lines or something. But yeah, just standing in front of the garage door. Then when you walk to the right, you enter the kitchen where there is a Chica jump scare through like that fan window, I guess, that she walks by through in the movie, or actually maybe not though. Maybe it'll just be like a little window in the wall. Yeah, probably just that. As you keep walking, you get close to the fridge, where out front left of it, Carl, being bitten in the face by a cupcake, comes out, which is a jump scare. Like he's screaming and like moving around all over the place, like holding his hands over his face, trying to get the cupcake off, I guess. So, and yeah, a little funny jump scare I thought he put in there. Then you go to a hallway into the backstage area, where you see the closet where Hank is killed, and there's the bloody handprint on the window as Bonnie opens the closet door and jump scares you. Then you keep walking through this similar hallway, and out of an opening in the wall somewhere, there is a cupcake jump scare, which opens its mouth back and forth, which I think is going to be played like someone having it as a puppet on their hand, which they use to make the mouth open and close. It's supposed to be the part where Jeff is trying to hold the door on the cupcake from getting in, if you couldn't tell. Then we see Jeff banging against the, well, I guess like grabbing against like the metal door, or the metal grate door, to like try to get it open, and screaming as he constantly looks behind him. And then as you keep walking down the hallway to the right of that, or I mean no, left of that, you get another Foxy jump scare, because this is the part where he gets kidnapped by Foxy, or killed by Foxy technically. Then as you keep walking, you see Cassidy at the part where he like enters the door where Maxine dies, and obviously there's the Freddy with Maxine's legs on the ground, on the floor. And so when you walk out of that room, you see Abby in the makeshift tent in the office. I don't know if the setting that this is going to be in is the same as the office, because like I don't want to do like even more repeating than I have already in this maze. So yeah, but it's going to be like a dummy of Abby sleeping in the bed there. Then there's another forest transition, which in this one there is the drawing of the yellow rabbit in the ground, with, I think maybe we'll put Cassidy in there with like holding a stick. Maybe they'll be sitting on the ground drawing a little bit. I don't know. I don't think they've ever really sat before in these, so I don't know. So this one, I don't know why I added, but I wanted to put like the Ella with like the spring lock suit. Like, I don't know if I want it to be like out of the forest transition. It probably will be, but I don't know. I really don't know why I thought of this, because it's just a moment where you go out of this just to see the spring lock suit. I mean, it will like close and shut and open. So I mean, that's one thing, but still it's not much. I should probably change this to something else. Then you go back into the forest transition, I guess. I'm not sure because of the last part. And there you get a Susie jump scare as you walk in first. Then as you keep walking, there's a Jeremy jump scare, and then a Gabriel jump scare. This is like the part where they're constantly scratching Mike in his dream. Then you exit and go to the backstage with Freddy's, where there is another Freddy Faz chair, except now we're right next to the pile where all the gang's bodies are, and I think there's gonna be like a Mike actor who like turns around and is like shocked to see the bodies right after recovering from getting out of the chair. Then you enter Mike's house, specifically the living room, where you see Aunt Jane's body behind the recliner. Then as you start to walk into like the hallway area of the house, you get a Golden Freddy jump scare, where he comes like out from behind, I guess, or out to the left side of you. But yeah, and the overplaying audio will be Abby saying Freddy and Cassidy responding by saying not Freddy. I know I haven't really said like what the overplaying audio will be for most of the rooms, because I really have not thought of that. After you keep going through here, you go to another hallway inside the house, I guess, and then you end up in front of the pizzeria again, where Abby and Golden Freddy are standing right out front of it. These are both going to be like not actual actors. Then you go inside the pizzeria, where you go into this room that's like kind of a mix between the stage and the back room, because like there's Freddy and Bonnie powered off on the stage, and Chica powered off in the corner. Like maybe we'll have another Ella spring suit. Actually no, not that. Then you walk through the arcade of the pizzeria, where Foxy comes out from behind an arcade cabinet and jump scares you. As you keep walking, you go by the ball pit where Abby is hiding in. I don't know if this is gonna be a dummy or an actual actor. You know, actually, it's probably just gonna be a dummy that or an animatronic that pokes its head up and down. Then, you go in front of the arch where there is a jump scare by the yellow rabbit from the scene where he emerges from the tunnel. Then you enter the Springlock scene, where Spring Bonnie, being Springlocked, is being surrounded by the 4 animatronics. As you walk around the room, there is a jump scare by Mike where he says Springlocks, which is the part where Abby's asking, "What's happening?" And then Mike responds by saying Springlocks, which I guess is a jump scare that I want to do. Also, the pictures on the wall, which are being casted on by the light. And, oh yeah, also, there's gonna be Freddy's gonna be an actual actor, and they're gonna turn around and jump scare you. Then you enter the building collapsing, which I think will be done by I'm not sure how it's gonna be in the middle. There'll be fake sparks or parts moving back and forth to give that collapsing effect. But at the end of a hallway, there's also gonna be balloon boy jump scare of the tiny figure. Yeah, I forgot about doing that earlier. So yeah, I just want to do it at this part now, because obviously I can't forget about this jump scare. Then for the final room of the maze, you go down just a black hallway, and at the end of it there's a Spring Bonnie jump scare, which actually is going to be more when he's getting, more like a mix between Springtrap and Spring Bonnie, and he's going to be saying, "I always come back," obviously. And then that's the exit, or the end of the maze. So yeah, what do you guys think of my design for a FNaF movie maze? I think I did somewhat good. I will say though, I guess I did kind of get repetitive in some parts, not to mention the fact that I did do 3 forest scenes and the pizzeria entrance, or the outside area, 3 times. So yeah, I'll need to improve on that. I feel like I did an okay design. There are some flaws with it, but this is what I came up with. If you thought of anything that I should change about this, let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, I can't wait for this to come to Halloween Horror Nights in December, actually. Almost October, then remember. It actually opens in September. Why do I keep forgetting that? Anyways, yeah, so yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a fazerific day, everyone. Make sure to like and subscribe.